Yeah, and he said he wanted to go see her, and he suspected it might be for the last time because he failed at the end to see his own mother just before she passed away from cancer. And he said that at the time when he decided to go out to Hawaii, suspend his campaigning for a couple of days, he said he didn't want to make that same mistake twice, and at least he had a chance over the past 10 days to say goodbye to her and spend a little quality time with her in Hawaii. I had a chance when I interviewed him on Friday in Iowa. We spoke a little bit about his grandmother, and you could see in his eyes how sad he was about what was going on, and he appreciated the outpouring of support. In fact, I think we have that exchange. I want to play it right now. We're out of time, but you know, all of us were moved last weekend when you went to see your grandmother in Hawaii. I know she watches CNN because she says she watches CNN. And she might be watching right now. And I know how proud she must be that you've reached this level and on the verge, potentially, of becoming President of the United States. How emotional is this for you and for her at this moment?
Well, you know, look, she's my grandma, and she helped raise me, and she put off a lot of things in her own life to make sure that myself and my sister, that we were taken care of. So a big chunk of whatever success I've achieved is because of her. I love her dearly, and she knows that. And if she is listening, I just want to make sure that she's getting her rest and hopefully getting better. And
we wish her only the best and a speedy recovery.
Thank you so much,
to your grandma.
Great to talk
thanks
to you.
very much.
Appreciate it.
Unfortunately, we just learned only moments ago that Madeline Dunham, the 86-year-old grandmother of Senator Barack Obama, has passed away. That was his great fear, that it would happen. And you know, it's so sad that she didn't make it. If, in fact, he wins tomorrow, and the polls show that he obviously is the front runner right now, that she didn't make it in a few more days to be able to treasure that, although I'm sure how proud she must have been to see his accomplishments over these past several years.
It's a incredibly sad loss for the family, and the timing, as you mentioned, is horrible in any event, win or lose tomorrow. But Barack Obama, on the poise of potential history here in the United States, and his grandmother so critical in shaping his life. The picture I think we showed earlier, I believe it's an AP photo, is when he was at Columbia University, and you see both of his grandparents sitting next to him on a bench. That's here in New York City when he was a student at Columbia University years ago. And what Obama will tell interviewers about his grandmother, and his grandfather for that matter, and his mother, were that they drilled into him that education was his pathway. Education was the pathway for him as a young African-American to achieve more and to better himself and to move forward. So you see a very happy college student, Barack Obama, there with his grandmother back in his Columbia University days. The timing is just, you can't find the word for it. It's just horrible.
He often spoke of how his grandmother started off as a clerk or a secretary at a bank, and she worked her way up to a major executive position, how proud he was of her own accomplishments in her own right, and how much he sacrificed, as we just heard from him, how much he sacrificed to make sure he would have what he needed to grow up in Hawaii and move beyond. So I can only express on your behalf and our behalf, all of us at CNN, all of our viewers' behalf, how sad it is to have to report this news that Senator Obama's grandmother, Madeline Dunham, has passed away. And I guess at this point, they just have to go on and, you know, do a little bit more campaigning and see what happens tomorrow.
At a moment of sadness, I assume what is paramount in Senator Obama's mind is that he's here because of his efforts of his grandmother and his grandfather and his mother, and that he believes the most important tribute he could make to her is to finish the job, I'm sure.
John King speaking to Wolf Blitzer, and Obama says that the family will have a private ceremony at a later date.